Friends, the story begins and we are shown the place named Rocky Mountains, which is at a height of 7,740 feet. Here a child is shown, whose name was Hunter. Hunter alone climbs a high mountain and tries to see something in the far area. But then he hears some strange voice, which scares Hunter a lot. And he quickly runs towards his house. But then he realizes that someone is running towards him. And here we see a slight glimpse of the creatures. Hunter quickly comes into this white line to save his life. This white line was like a black line, in which the creatures get away from Hunter. And this way Hunter is saved. This line was made so that it can be seen that the height of 8,000 feet has been taken. And the creatures cannot reach the height of 8,000 feet. After that, we see the Lost Gulch Refuge area, which is at a height of 8,460 feet. Where only 193 people live. And there was a family of Hunter in it, which only had his dead Will. Will tells Hunter about his mistake and says that you should not have crossed the 8,000 feet lifeline. Anyway, Hunter had a problem in his lungs. So Will was very worried about it. Hunter says to Will that I just went to see if anyone lives nearby or not. Hearing this, Will explains to him. He says that all this is not right for you. Your life can also be lost if there is a problem in your lungs. After this, we see Will with a girl. Whose name was Catty. Catty was Will's wife, Tara's very good friend. Will tells Catty that today Hunter crossed the lifeline to see Alba Fire Road. Here Hunter also saw his mother for the last time. Will wanted to keep Hunter in a restricted area for his safety. But Catty tells him that this area is like a jail for him. He is the only child in this entire area. Will says that we are alive even after 3 years of the attack. And Hunter also wants to stay alive. But Hunter says that we have to follow these rules. After this, we see a lady named Nina. She brings bullets and fires the shield all the time. But this shield doesn't work at all. Because the shield was actually the skin of the creatures that were very strong. This night Hunter gets sick and her breathing becomes bad. That causes her to have a lot of trouble breathing. But at the right time Will takes care of Hunter. And immediately changes the filter. Will is very worried about this incident. And he starts looking at the bouldering area on the map. Because Hunter's filters were all broken. And Hunter was just using the last one. It was very important to get those filters from the hospital in Boulder, but Hunter forbids Will to go there because his mother had also left him in the same way. But Will promises to come back to her. In this regard, Will goes to talk to Nina, but Nina says that I know all the ways well. There is no such route that keeps you high from 8,000 feet every time. And as soon as you go down from 8,000 feet and you release carbon dioxide, those creatures will find you and kill you because it is impossible for you to kill them. So it is very dangerous to go to Boulder because it is as long a journey as 2 days. But Will tells Nina to agree that you should also escape from those creatures. And you have been doing research about them for a long time. By the way, you have a lab in Boulder. It is possible that you will get any information about killing creatures from there. Hearing Will's words, Nina also agrees to go. When Will's wife died, she was with Tara at that time. Will tells Nina to walk the way of Columbia Mines. This way used to go through the mountains. Nina tells Will that it is a mine-like trap. If we go to the border from there, it will be very difficult to survive alive. Will says no, I have worked in those mines. I know everything. But Nina still doesn't think this way is right. Because if they somehow reach the border hospital, it is impossible to survive. Because this hospital was below 8,000 feet. But Will was ready to take every risk to save his son. And decides to go to the border. When Will's friend Catty learns about Will's plan, she also agrees to go with him. Although Will refuses her a lot, but she doesn't listen to Will. Because Catty knew that they would have to face the creatures one day. So why not do it now? On the way, Nina meets Catty and asks her how she will defeat those creatures. The bullets don't work on them. Now we are going to die there. Hearing this, Catty understands that Nina is also going to go with us. After this, Will, Nina and Catty decide to cross the most dangerous areas of the creature with the help of the ski area. Now the three of them are on their way. And Nina tells about her tracker that it catches their electromagnetic field. Because the creatures whose name is Rippers, they make a very high electromagnetic field, which is many times higher than the rest of the animals. After this, they reach Elba Fire Road, from where the path below 8,000 feet was about to start. As they go down, they see a herd of horses. Seeing this, the three understand that these creatures are only dangerous to humans. After this, the three go to the ski area whose height was 7,620 feet. Here Will says that the high peak is at the height of 8,000 feet. And we can quickly complete this path through the ski. But then Nina gets to know with the help of the tracker that a Reaper is coming towards them. And the Reaper is also visible in the jungle. So they start going towards the Lifeline. Catty attacks the Reaper but there is no benefit. Seeing this, the three quickly try to reach the Lifeline from the ski. But the Reaper damages the ski. But they are lucky that the three still reach the height of 8,000 feet. But the Reapers are still in front of this line. Tonight, the three decide to stay in a resort. And Nina tells these people that after researching for 3 years, I am sure that these are not predators. Because predators take the lives of others to fill their stomachs. But these Reapers only kill or don't eat. So they killed more than 95% of the population as soon as they came out. But they didn't eat. There is something that gives them power. When Will is sitting alone, he remembers his past, in which Will was forbidding Tara to go to the Boulder lab with Nina. Because Will believed that Nina wanted to become popular by killing the first Reaper in the world. But Tara takes a step to save the world and goes to the lab with Nina. After this, the story revolves in the present where these three reach Columbia mines at 8,092 feet above sea level. Will tells them that with the help of the stairs, we can climb the stairs. And from there, we will be able to reach the other side of 8,023 feet. And then a boulder will come 19 kilometers away from there. After listening to all this, Nina asks Will, do you know for sure that the lines are not less than 8,000 feet? Because the tunnel of the mines is not straight. Nor is it built on a height. So it is difficult to say that we will not go below the safe line. Will tells his formula, but Nina is right. Nina says that they have come from below the ground. So they can be in any underlying area, where Reapers can easily catch them. Reapers can also see people in the dark. And by smelling the carbon dioxide left by them, they can also find them. So their trap was set. But there was no other way other than this tunnel. So they move forward with courage. When they go inside the tunnel, they find the tunnel closed at some distance. Seeing this, Will decides to go from level 7. But it was about 914 meters below. Nina says that we can go down this way. But Will sends them back and decides to complete this mission alone. But then Nina and Catty also join him. And now all three go out for level 7 mines. And come down with the help of the stairs. But as soon as they reach here, they realize that the Reaper has seen them. So they quickly turn off their torchlight. And then they hear a terrible voice. After that, they quickly hide in a thin hole in the mine. And to stop the carbon dioxide, they stop breathing. But the Reaper tries to sense their breath with the sensors on his back. Here Catty sees a light from a hole. These three quickly run away from here by deceiving the Reaper with the smoke of the flare. But on the way, the other Reaper takes Catty with him. And then they both get out of the mine and spend the night in a broken house. During dinner, Nina tells Will that there is a special chemical in the lab, which is a cubic version of magnesium oxide. We need it because the Reapers are electrically charged. And there is some kind of defense mechanism in their body. But if that chemical is applied on the bullet and attacked by the Reapers, It will cause a 1,000,000-watt reaction. And due to uncontrollable internal combustion, they will die. But Will doesn't like this idea very much. And the next day, both of them reach Boulder Hospital, where Will finds filters on the 5th floor. But then the Reaper attacks them. And they blast these two in the oxygen cylinder and drive them away. And Nina quickly reaches Nina's lab and starts making magnesium oxide paste. Here Will finds Nina's family photo, about which Nina tells that my family was doing research on something special. But the Reaper killed them and Tara also came with me at her will. I didn't force her. In her experiments, when Nina attacks the Reaper's shield, there is no benefit. So, Nina tells Will to go from here for the hunter. And she gets involved in the research herself. Here the car gets punctured on Will's way. On the other hand, a Reaper comes to Nina. And Nina shoots him with a lay bullet of cobalt. And he is killed. Here the Reapers surround Will and they are just about to kill him. Then a Reaper is shot and he is blasted. Nina did this with the help of cobalt. In this way, she kills all the Reapers. And they find out that they were like a machine, which was sent to kill people. But who didn't get the answer to this? And then all the people leave to kill the Reapers. And the movie ends here.